All right. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me on Facebook. All right, we're coming through loud and clear now. And we're going for the lag right now with Tina Nix in the blue shirt and John Devereaux in the black with the American flag theme. And Tina with the win there, and that's going to give Georgia Stems and Peaches the break. Once again, you're looking at APA, Southwest Georgia, straight to Vegas, Jack and Jill. This is the finals. My name is Mike Miller. I'm coming to you live from Hughes Bar and Billiards here in Blakely, Georgia. The two teams we have matching up here are Georgia Stems and Peaches with Davis and Tina Nix. They'll need 4 games to win this match, and then they will have to beat the other team again if they want to win a trip to Vegas. And the other team today is a Clown with Candice with Mr. John Devereaux, which you see there racking, and Candice Eison. They need 3 games to secure their spot in Vegas after being undefeated all day today. In fact, a Clown with Candice is the only team that handed a loss to Georgia Stems and Peaches. So here we go with Mr. Lane Davis on the break. Lane with a nice break there. Pretty good spread on the balls. Looks like the 1 and the 11 are tied up together. That's about it. And Tina's going to go for the 6 ball. Looks like down the rail. And just trickles in the cue ball into the side for a ball in hand. And now John will take over for a Clown with Candy, excuse me. Had the name wrong there at the very beginning. John and Candice play out of Albany, Georgia. Southwest Georgia APA's expanded out there to a couple bars, Little Whiskey and Break Time. John, no problem with that shot. If you are watching the live feed, we appreciate you being here. Looks like we got 12 viewers right now. If you leave a comment, I'll be able to see it here on my phone. Christina, nice to have you with us. John with a good shot there. And he's going to leave Candice with a look here at the 3 ball down the rail or the 2 ball in the corner. Or the tight cut. It's my mistake. I've had a mix up there on who was solids and who was stripes. I'm trying to get my bearings straight here. Lane takes a look here. I had very few options. May try to bank the 6. He could also attempt a cross bank on the 1. I don't think he'll go for that, but it is there. Looks like he's going to go after the 6 ball here. And catches the 9 ball, pushes it to the rail, but that prevents it from getting anywhere near going in on the bank. And now John takes a look. Looks like he's going to go for the combo. And nice move there, makes it. And the 11 ball comes back almost to the middle of the table with the cue ball in the middle of the table. And with 3 stripes left, Tony's most likely going to take the 11. She could draw it back some. I'm sorry, Candice is going to take the 11, and she's going to make that. And looks like she left John with some angle here to possibly get to the 9 down the rail. Biggest trouble ball here for Clown with Candy is the 12 ball, which is tucked in right behind the 2 on that left side rail. When I refer to the table during the commentary, refer to it from the breaking end with the top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right, and left and right side. And looks like John couldn't get behind the 9, so he just plays safe and bumps the 9 out and gets the cue ball down on the rail. And Tina with some options coming out. Looks like she's going to go for the 4 ball into the bottom right corner. And catches the rail, and it's not going to work out, but cue ball tucks in a little bit behind the 6 there. And with only 2 stripes left on the table, on the bottom left side, the 9 near the pocket and the 12 further up tucked in behind the 6 ball. Or I'm sorry, I believe that's a 6 ball. And John is going to pull the 12 out now, rearranging the furniture. And that was a ball in hand. And Lane really needs to figure out a plan here to get some solids down and catch back up in this rack. Welcome to the feed, Sherry. Good to see you. And Lane's going to dispense with the 6. Leave his partner with a straight in shot here on, I believe, the 4 ball. Sometimes it's a little tough with my view in the camera to make out the balls, so I do my best. Charity, welcome to the feed. Tina pockets that one no problem. Leaves Lane with the shot on the side with the 3. And he should also be able to break out the 1 and 2. And it gets caught up on the rail and just parks right behind the 1. Tough break there. And there's not going to be a whole lot Tina can do with this. Tina taking a long look at this one. Looks like she's just going to put it into the rail, and nice shot there. Makes the non-ball. That's okay. Leaves it kind of deep into the corner. And John taking a look here at their last remaining stripe. Got a good chance of getting this to go in the side. It's going to be tough to leave his partner with a clean 8-ball shot. And John pockets the ball, and looks like the one is obscuring the view a little bit, obscuring the view. She may be able to see the edge of that. And Candice takes a long look around, gets the marker. And she's going to mark top right corner. Looks like she can see it, and she's going to go for the thin cut. Be a great start for a clown with candy if she can put this in. Oh, she does get a good cut on it, but a little bit short of the pocket. And now Tina and Lane are going to have a chance here to get this 4-ball run out and go up 1-0. Looks like Lane's going to start with the corner cut. Probably slow roll it so that if he misses the ball, stay in the corner. Pushes the 8 to the rail, but doesn't cover up the pocket. And this is going to give John a good chance here to get this first game if he can cut that 8 down the rail into the corner. And John's able to easily pocket that one, and that's going to make our score a Clown with Candy 1 and Georgia Peaches 0. A Clown with Candy needs 3 games. That's 2 more games they need to go to Vegas and Jack and Jill for John and Candice. And Georgia Stems and Peaches need 4 to win this match, and then they would have to play another match and win that as well to go to Vegas. In true double elimination, John and Candice have been undefeated all day, and Lane and Tina have 1 loss. And Lane gets the rack set. Candice, a red shirt, white sleeves, ready for the break. One, I don't believe 4 made the rail. They may call a re-rack here. Looks like they're having some discussion about it.
Either play it or re-rack. If a 40 hit a rack, you re-rack it.
I don't believe they did.
Looks like it is going to be a re-rack. When there's not a referee in APA, it's up to the players to decide if the referee wasn't watching or wasn't called over. So even though I could see it from my view here, and you guys could all see it on Facebook, even if they had decided to play that, it would have been fine because they would have all agreed that 4 hit a rail, even if they didn't. So Candice lines this one up again for a straight on shot. Give this one a little more oomph. And she gets a little more power in that one. Definitely gets 4 balls to the rail, so a good break. And nothing falls. Tina's surveying the table to try to decide what she wants to do here. And it looks like she may be looking at the 2 ball in the bottom right corner. Tina hits that one just a little bit too far to the left. And now John's going to come up for Clown with Candy. And let's see where he decides to go. It looks like John's taking a look here at the 2 ball as well. He pockets that. No, misses it to the right. He was trying to spin that back to leave Candice a nice shot there on the 1, or another option, maybe to separate. I believe that's the 5 ball. To the bottom right corner, but still an open table. And Lane finally lays claim to the solids for Georgia Stems and Peaches. Cluster in the middle of the table there with 3 stripes, 2 solids, and the 8. Another cluster there with the 4 and the 12, it looks like, by the left side. The 9 and the 1 are clustered together, so a lot of problems on this rack. Nice to see you, Tim. Thanks for joining the feed. Pam, nice to see you. Thanks for joining the feed. Tina there with a nice shot. For everyone just joining us, this is the second game in this finals match. John and Candice, a Clown with Candy, is up 1-0. And Lane, Davis, and Tina Nix, Georgia Stems and Peaches, have 0. John and Candice need 3, and Lane and Tina need 4 total. So with that miss, Candice is going to see if there's a stripe she likes. Looks like she decides to call her timeout here, and they're going to talk about it. While they do that, I'm going to switch my camera view. I actually have 2 cameras today. This other camera can also move, so you can see John and Candice there trying to come up with their shot. And I'll switch you back over for the shot here. Looks like she's going to go towards the side, but just doesn't give it any oomph. Makes contact, no rail after contact, so that's going to be ball in hand. Good opportunity here for Tina to maybe solve a problem on the table. All you guys watching on Facebook, if you have not gone to YouTube to Southwest Space Georgia Space APA and subscribed, please do so. We're trying to get to 50 subscribers so we can live stream to YouTube as well as Facebook. Brooke, welcome to the feed. Looks like Tina's going to go for the 1-6 combo here. Makes that. Not a whole lot Lane could do with there. And now John looks like he's going after that 9-ball. Makes that in a nice shot. Tries to break up the cluster a little bit and loosens it some, but not a whole lot of impact. Options are limited here. Maybe a bank shot into the side. Maybe a 10-ball down the rail into the bottom left corner. And Candice bridging over. Looks like she's just going to hit the 10 into the 15 and maybe try to get it out in front of the pocket, but sort of changes her mind there. Sometimes an 8-ball, when you don't have a shot, one of the best options is rearrange the furniture. Get your balls in positions where they can be pocketed easier. And Candice gets the 10 positioned well. Looks like the 7 and I believe that's the 12 are tied up together still. Looks like Tina could maybe put the 3 into the 5 for the combo here.
In her stroke, she hit the 4-ball before she hit the 2-ball. Did we move it back?
A little bit of a discussion there about when she bridged over. When Candice bridged over in that last shot, she may have moved the ball. And in APA, it's not a foul. Hey Andy, welcome to the stream. In APA, it's not a foul if you unintentionally move a ball, as long as it's not the cue ball. And as long as everyone agrees to its position, you can move it back to position, which is what they just did there with the 4. It looks like Tina's going to try to shoot the 3 into the 5 for the combo. Oh, and it comes off the 12 and pushes it just enough to go in. I thought she was going for the combo there, but it was able to go straight in. Yeah, thanks for that comment, Teddy. The 2 teams here in the finals, one is a team based here in Southwest Georgia and Blakely, play out of Hughes Bar and Billiards and Quicks. And the other team, a clown with candy, John Devereaux and Candice Eison, they play out of Albany, Georgia. So that's our expansion there, and that's good news. We always like to have more teams in our league. And the 2 bars they play out of in Albany are Little Whiskey and Break Time. Welcome to the feed, Tierra. Good to see you. Lane's got a good chance here on the 5 ball. Makes that, and trying to get a little breakout there, and gets it. Not sure if that's going to provide Tina a chance to pocket a ball here, but maybe to separate the 4 a little bit more from the 8. And the 7 is still a problem. And Tina's taking a nice long look at this one. She could just be trying to break everything up here and not leave a really easy shot. She gets the 4 down to the other end of the table all by itself. And now John's going to get to work. Oh, thank you, Dana. Little Whiskey River Lounge. I'll make a correction here on my cheat sheet so that I don't say that wrong again. John went for that bank shot there, couldn't quite get that to go down. And Lane going to go ahead and get that separation with the 7 and break it out. Candace and John need to get to work here. With 4 balls remaining on the table before the 8. And thank you, Tierra. I appreciate that. Scratch there. And that's going to give Lane and Tina a really good chance here to get a game and move closer to winning a trip to Vegas. Thank you, Shannon. Deborah, welcome to the feed. Had quite a few people come on. Bring you up to date. The score is 1-0. Tina Nix shooting right now with ball in hand for Georgia Stems and Peaches. They need 4, and they have no games so far in this match. They're playing a Clown with Candy, which is John and Candace, and they have 1 game already. And this is Southwest Georgia APA, straight to Vegas, Jack and Jill. If you're watching and you haven't ever gone over to YouTube, you can go to Southwest space GA space APA on YouTube, and please hit the subscribe button so we can get to 50 subscribers and be able to stream directly to YouTube. Tina chooses her shot and makes one of the 2 remaining solids, and now Lane has a very good look at the 7. And he's going to work on getting this one in and leaving Tina with some good shape on the 8-ball. And Lane rolls that right down the rail and is going to leave Tina with a little bit of a cut shot on the 8 to the side. I'm going to switch camera views to give you guys another look here as Tina shoots this 8-ball. She's going to mark the side pocket. Nice move on it, but just cuts it a little bit too much. It catches the right knuckle and pops out. But the 8-ball is still in a very makeable spot with the 3 remaining stripes in a little bit of a difficult orientation. So we're going to switch back now to the overhead view. And Candace is going to go for the non-ball in the corner. And she gets that and brings it out. And leaving John a nice shot down the rail here. And he's also going to try to give his partner a leave. He's looking here at looking there to see if the 11 was frozen or not. He may try to draw this back into the 11, I'm not sure. It looks like he's going to go for the 11 bank into the side. Hope he decides to play safe, and the cue ball rolls out a bit, and I think Lane is going to have a good look at this for the 8-ball in the corner for the win. He quickly marks the bottom right corner. And we usually have the rock and roll music going, but we're trying to keep it off so that Facebook doesn't close down the stream. Okay, here is the shot from Lane, and he's going to make the 8 and have a 1-game tie. Georgia Stems and Peaches need 3 more to win this match, and A Clown with Candy need 2 more to win this match. With our score 1-1. And we're racking up now for the 3rd game in this match. Welcome everybody to the feed. If you have any questions, you can shoot them up there. If you want to know the score or something like that, just let me know. Be happy to let you know what I know. And here we go with Tina's break. She's going to break center. Almost up to the second diamond. And Tina gets a little bit off to the left on the cue ball there, and so leaves a bit of a cluster in the middle of the table. There are 3 solids and 4 stripes not involved in the cluster. Teresa, welcome to the feed. Glad to have you. Candice with a nice shot there to choose stripes. And John looking to see if he can take this ball to the corner. I believe it's a 10 ball. Or he may be shooting into the cluster. Let's see what we got here. Yep, he goes for a bank shot here on the 15 and gets it down to the other end of the table, leaving the cue ball stuck in the cluster right behind the 2. Billy, welcome to the feed. And Lane with a shot here at the 6 into the corner is most likely what he'll take. We'll see what he does with the leave. He may play this off to the right and then try to come out from underneath. He plays it to the left and draws it straight back up the table. A nice shot there. Might have wanted that to come just a little bit further and would have given him a really nice shot. Giving Tina a nice shot at the 7. But it looks like she will attempt the tight cut on the 7 here. She could shoot the 2 ball into the bottom left, top left corner. I'm not sure if she's taking a look there. And that would also maybe give an opportunity to break up that cluster a little bit. Taking a long look at this one. And the tight cut from the 7 coming up. Nice shot, just pushes it out a little bit beyond the pocket. And 7 stays in a good position there, but the pocket is open to the 13 behind the 7. And Candice also has the 10 in the corner here, possibility. And we'll see which way she decides to go. A good shot there, and her partner John will take a look at all his options. The name of their team is A Clown with Candy, and they are undefeated today. And John with a nice shot there on the 13 leaves the combo shot for Candice. Or the 9. The 9 may go. Looks like she's going to go for the combo. Nice shot. Goes in. Beautiful combo shot there from Candice. And John taking a look at the cluster. Got a chance here with maybe with the side shot going down and breaking that up a bit with the 9 in the side. John in the black American themed red, white, and blue jersey like that. Looks like he's going to go ahead and take care of the 2-ball and leave the cluster for later. 7-5. And they're going to call their timeout. I'm going to switch the camera view for you. Two stripes remaining on the table, both in the cluster. Looks like she'll go straight at it and hope to kick. I believe that's the 13 ball. Towards the corner, and it just barely misses. A wide open table here for Lane and Tina. Thank you, Katrina. I appreciate that. And Lane slides that one into the side, no problem. And leaves Tina with the option here to shoot the combo or shoot the 5 straight on, or to take the 2 into the bottom left. But I think the 5 ball is going to be the one she chooses. And she does, and follows it up and puts Lane where he pretty much has to shoot the 7 here. And we may see a defensive shot here from Lane. With the 2 stripes remaining are in the bottom right quadrant, and he may have a chance here to just block any access to those. Or he could try this combo shot for the side, 7-1. He could try a long cut shot into the top left corner. And we'll switch it back to the overhead view so you can take a look at this shot. And Lane cuts the 2 ball in. Very nice shot there. And leaving Tina was straight down the rail on the 4. Tina laughs out of that one and trying to calm her nerves down a little bit, I think. Doesn't like that long rail shot. I don't like them either, Tina. Looks like she's going to change her mind and go after the 7 here. Maybe a better move. Gets down in the shot. And puts a nice move. Maybe get the little bump, and gets the bump, and it goes down. And Tina breathes a sigh of relief that one's no longer on the table. And now Lane looking at the 1 ball into the corner. Or I'm sorry, into the right side. And he hits it way short of the side pocket. And now John's going to take a look here. Looks like he's got the 13 into the side. Maybe try to draw it back or play it up table a bit. He goes corner, get the draw back, and he scratches. Tough break there. Tina and Lane with a good chance to run these three out and get another game on the board here. Tina's just going to follow this a little bit to give Lane a good angle there on the 4-ball down the rail. And he'll probably bring the cue ball back across the table for the 8-ball into the same pocket. Nice shot there by Lane. And now Tina will mark and trying to put this 8-ball down. And routine shots like this become a little more difficult when you're playing for a chance to take a trip to Vegas and play there. A nice shot by Tina to get the win in that game. So Georgia Stems and Peaches now have 2. And a Clown with Candy have 1. Our score's 2-1. Both teams need 2 games now on this 2-2 race. And while we're racking here, league operator Mr. Teddy Waller asked me to pass on some information. So weekly league play starts Monday, January 27th. That's Monday, January 27th. That's this coming Monday at our newest host location, Nix Bar in Bainbridge, Georgia. We still need players to fill the rosters. Contact the league office for more information. If you know people in Bainbridge who want to play APA, show them one of the videos. Tell them how much fun we have. Come on out to Nix Bar in Bainbridge, Georgia on Monday, January 27th. You can see all our host locations for Southwest Georgia APA on the webpage SowegaAPALeagues.com. That's SowegaAPALeagues.com. And here we go with Lane Davis on the break. And Lane with a powerful break there with the Katana Q. Nice separation. It doesn't look like there's any 2 contacting one another. And nothing goes down, but Candice is at the table now and has her choice. And it looks like it's going to be stripes with the 14 in the side. John just mishits that one, and not sure what happened. Rubs the table, thinking maybe there was something going on there, and I think the pool gods just said no on that one. And And Tina with a challenge here with the cue ball tucked in behind the 6 and the 2. She may try to go off the rail and kick it out. She catches the 6 and the 2 and the 4, but looks like play's going to continue with Candice. Yeah. A little discussion there about whether or not the cue ball contacted a rail after it contacted the object ball, and they agreed it did. So Candice is going to go ahead and shoot from where the cue ball was, and nice make there in the side. John with a comebacker on the 9 ball. He's making sure nothing's wrong with the table there, and he had a little mishap in this area a minute ago. And that one he pockets no problem, leaving his partner with a nice shot lined up here. I believe that may be the 10 ball. Candice and John, good chance here. Hey Brittany, welcome to the feed. And John taking a look, make sure he can clear that 8 ball. Put the ball over on the left knuckle. Looks like he got a little bit of right hand spin to get that ball to go in. And now Candice with the delicate 15 cut. Or she could roll it down the rail to try to separate the 13 from the 8. And John's going to step in. They're going to call their timeout. Switch it to the other camera view here. Can't see their faces because of the way in which the camera is positioned a little bit higher than the light. Well, looks like they got a plan. I'll switch you back over to the other view. And Candice just cuts that one a little bit too much and a little bit too fast. And Lane Davis's shot now. He could peel the 7 into the top right corner. He might be able to see the 5 into, the bottom right corner. Might be able to see the 5 into the bottom left. Gonna take a minute to decide here. Looks like the 1 ball is the winner. And now the 1, 6, and 5 are lined up in a nice row. And John's gonna take the 15 down into the corner. And now with only the 13 left, Candice will most likely come off the rail and make contact with the 13 and hope that she can get it to a rail to prevent the ball in hand. Maybe a tight shot here. Nice shot, makes the rail, and moves it from one problem on one side to a problem on the other side. And Tina's staring down her options. Lane and Tina will have to beat John and Candice twice if they want to go to Vegas. And earlier today, John and Candice were the only team that beat Lane and Tina. Nice shot there to the side by Tina. Beautiful stroke. And Lane takes care of the 4-ball. And Tina can't quite get the one to go. Hits it just a little short of the pocket. And John taking a look there at the 9-ball tied up with the 2. Needs to get it out of there into open table. You could go behind it and kick it out, or hit it straight on. See how he chooses to go. He goes with the kick shot back towards bottom left corner, kicks the 5 out of there, and has his ball pretty close to the pocket. Kelly, welcome to the feed. Nice shot there by Lane. Tina taking a hard look at this. She could go for that 3-ball the other way, but the 13 is wide open. So she really needs to either make something here or break or block up that pocket. Looks like she's going to try to maybe cut the one around up on the 13 for defense, and a very nice defense it is. Trey, thanks for joining the feed. Nice to see you. Candice is going to come to the table here. Again, Candice and John need 2 more games, and Lane and Tina need 2 more games. And this is Southwest Georgia APA, straight to Vegas, Jack and Jill. And play started today at 1 o'clock with 10 teams. And we're down here to the finals. And Candice tries to get the 13 free, but The 1 comes back up and blocks the pocket again. And now Lane with an opportunity here to make the 3 and separate the 2 from the 8 ball. And he does just that. And leaves Tina with a pretty good chance here at making the 2 in the top left corner. And then she has the 5 ball down here on the bottom rail. After that, it may go in. It looks like it could possibly go in. If Tina can get the cue ball back down this way, I'm going to switch to camera view here and give you a shot, long shot of the table. Tina leans in. It's going to be a bit of a reach. I'm going to stretch over the table there and makes the 2 and needs that ball to run just a little bit more, but leaves Lane a chance at least cutting that 5 ball. In behind the 1 or going after the 1 straight on. I'm not sure which one he's going to do here. Thank you everybody for being here on the feed. My name is Mike Miller. I'm coming to you live from Hughes Barn Billiards here in Blakely, Georgia. And this is Southwest Georgia APA straight to Vegas Jack and Jill. And Lane Davis is going to cut this 5 ball in behind the 1 and leaves the pocket open for the 13. The 5 is over just a little bit, and it is a tight shot, but I believe the 13 can go. It's very, very tight. And we'll take you back to the other camera view, and you can see the corner pocket situation. And John taking a real close look at it. Either way, I think he's going to try to shoot it in there because then it's going to block up the pocket if he misses. And here he goes with the shot. Looks like he's going to put some left side English on it. There's a shot and the make. And he leaves his partner with a long A-ball shot, slight cut into the top left corner. And Candice marks. Going to go right to it. And nice shot there on the A-ball. Makes that one. And that's going to make our score 2-2. Clown with Candy, John Devereaux, and Candice Eison. They need one more game to go to Vegas. They are on the hill, and they've been undefeated all day today against Georgia Stems and Peaches, which is Lane Davis and Tina Nix. They need 4 games, and they have 2. And Lane is going to rack them up for the 5th game of this match. If you haven't been over to YouTube, you go to Southwest space Georgia space APA on YouTube. And please hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 50 subscribers so that we can stream directly to YouTube. You'll notice that things are very quiet here in the bar. We're trying to not get kicked off of Facebook because of music, and normally we like to have rock and roll while we play. So if you could go over to YouTube and subscribe, that would be awesome. And John here with the break. He's got a pretty powerful break. Puts a good move on that one. Makes the 2 in the corner. Solids there for John and Candice. And Candice has a good look at a couple shots here. Again, Candace and John play out of Albany, Georgia, one of our newest locations. So 2 bars there that we play out of. Little Whiskey River Lounge and Break Time. So if you know anybody in Albany that wants to join APA, tell them to get in touch with Mr. Teddy Waller, Southwest Georgia APA League Operator. And Candace gets a little help from a friend there and pockets that ball. And John surveying his options here. Looks like he's got the 7 maybe all the way down. Or into the side. Most likely the 7 would go to the side pocket. Let's see what happens. Well, he goes for the 3-5 combo and misses it. And Johnny, welcome to the feed. Good to see you, man. So Tina taking a long look at this one. And it looks like she's going to go after the 9-ball here. Into the corner pocket. A little bit of a tight squeeze past the 13, but I believe it's the 13 ball into the corner pocket. She catches the 11, it's going towards the corner. Leaves the cue ball deep there, but lots of options here for Candace. Candace with a couple different options here, but it looks like she's going to go after the 5-ball into the bottom right corner. Can't quite get it in, catches the rail a little early on the shot. And now Lane's going to come to the table. And he's going to go for the 9-ball. And shoots a combo, and it will not go. Adding to the collection of stripes in the top left. And John here with options. He's got the 3 and the 1. Both will go. The 7 will go. And it looks like 1 ball is the winner here. And John with a nice move on that one. And Candace, no problem with that one. John coming out of the corner here at the 4-ball. Cut side. Little bit short, catches the knuckle. And Lane and Tina really need to get something going here. I want to thank everybody for tuning in on Facebook. We got a little bit of pause and play here, but Tina is up and she is taking a look at the table to figure out her next shot with the cluster of stripes there in the top left corner. And she gets one to go down, but leaves Lane with some work to do with the cue ball tucked in behind. I believe that's the 14 ball. So we may see a defensive shot here by Lane. Play a little hide and seek. Maybe driving this into the 9, and it's going to scratch. Tough break there. Hey Michelle, welcome to the feed. All right, Candice taking a look here at this 4-ball on the side. And she makes that no problem. And John's pretty routine shot for him here on the 3. And he makes that, but scratches. He was trying to put a lot on that to try to get it back down to that 6-ball to leave his partner with something to shoot at, and ended up just driving it into the side pocket. And good chance here for Tina and Lane to start knocking out some of these stripes that are all piled up. Not sure the best route to go here, but I think I would try to take maybe the 9 if it will go in, or maybe take the bottom ball there. I think that's the 15, and draw it back and maybe make another one in that same pocket. There's a possibility there for the combo shot with the 13. I'm sorry, that's the 2 ball, the solid that's left on the table, not the 6. Let's see what Tina decides to do. Looks like Tina's gonna come up table on the non-ball. So she's put the cue ball right behind the 9. Wait, that's the 9. Oh, it's 13. Sorry, my mistake. 13 ball. And now she looks like she might go to the bottom left corner. Good shot there, tracking well and goes in. And now Lane's probably going to cut one of these balls into the corner. I'm assuming it's going to be the last ball. The stack of 3 there is the 15 on the end, and then the 9 and the 14 at the top. And there goes the 9. And I'm not sure if Tina's going to be able to get that directly in. She's going to take a long look at it here. Tina and Lane trying to win this game, take it to Hill and continue fighting for that spot in Vegas. It looks like she's going to go right at the 11. Makes it, no problem. And leaves Lane a straight in shot here. He may go for the 14 down the rail just to leave Tina with better shape and protect the shot against the 2 ball. He should be able to come back up table. Just got to be careful not to go too far past the 8 and block the shot completely. Nice shot there. Comes up. He's actually going to bump the 8 and up. Goes right by the 8 and it's going to block that shot completely. Leaving Tina with a tough off the rail cut here if she wants to make that in that top left corner. If she does go for it, she should hit it hard so that she could get the cue ball way down the other end of the table. Leave a tough shot on that too. But we'll see what she does here. It looks like she's got a pretty good angle there on her lineup. She hits it, doesn't scratch, but leaves a straight in shot on the 2 ball. And Tina not very happy about that one. And John comes to the table. And John and Candice are 2 shots away from Vegas right now. And John makes that, brings the cue ball around, and leaves Candice with a very makeable 8 ball. Candice marks the corner, and this will be for trip to Vegas, and they will win today's match if she makes this, and will have gone undefeated wire to wire. Here's a shot. Candice makes that shot, and John Devereaux and Candice Eison have won a trip to Vegas in APA Jack and Jill. Name of their team, A Clown with Candy, and they come out of Albany, Georgia, one of our newest locations. Again, my name is Mike Miller. I really appreciate everybody being with us. Everybody tune